they quake in fear. Whispers float on midnight air. Shadows march with heavy tread. Living free, the rising dead.
God damn it! Yeah, well, that's definitely gonna stay there. Anyways, hello everybody. Welcome back. Padunde. Boop bop boop boopity. Let me go ahead and pull up the recap from last time. Schwabbit. What?
I was just gonna say, after you were done scatting, I was gonna say, start repeating the Scatman song.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Maybe later. We'll have Suyin play at the. I don't know. I'm sure Saffron can find somewhere for him to play at.
We're a band, sir. Okay.
Oh, okay. At any tavern
Trying to
then.
exclude ooze, wind, and fire here. What's going on?
Right?
All right. As of last session, after y'all sort of ran into the cult hideout, making them openly, well, Viscus ran in there, dropped in there, making them actively aware and setting off the alarm. Everybody ran in after to go and try and retrieve their buddy. But with the cult aware of y'all's arrival, y'all quickly tried to catch up and find Viscus, while Drac kept the exit clear, taking Suyin to help him with that. Basically taking out every cultist that was unfortunate enough to turn corner into, well, Drac's crosshairs and Suyin's, panic attack. Do not be on the receiving end of Suyin's panic attacks.
No.
Yeah, as Suyin battled his sanity, he kind of overtaxed himself on his magic in a brutal fashion that his foes would have very much liked to not have been a part of. Cinder and Glowin quickly caught up with Viscus, who was fighting off a few cultists of his own, trying to push further into their lair, and stumbling across another room of experiments sealed within large glass tubes. A couple of them less notable than the rest, but Viscus was able to acquire some notes in the room, as well as a journal of sorts, and break out one of the experiments in the glass tube, freeing some girl who was like basically like half physical, half ethereal, kind of hard to explain. But as he carried her out, and started making his way out of the lair, Cinder and Glowin tried their best to cover his exit and cover his back. But Cinder happened to lock eyes with Drac's older brother. Nearly shit himself, but we're not going to talk about that.
Slander.
But yeah, a large man clad in dark armor, wielding a gigantic fucking sword. Already cussed. I cussed earlier. What am I talking about? The enforcer pursued Cinder through the halls of the lair, having a particular interest in the glowing blue man. But before he could catch up with Cinder, Drac had positioned himself to hold off his brother and let the others escape, firing off a few shots into his older brother, but only dealing a small fraction of damage. And then Drac's brother decided to return the damage in kind by cleaving his sword through both of Drac's shoulders, one swing at a time. Drac blacked out and was starting to bleed out as he was on his death saving throws at that point. But with the combined efforts of Cinder and Glowin, Cinder was able to grab Drax's body, and Glowin had used, I believe it was Hold Person, to bind the Enforcer for a short time, but enough time to book it and run. As basically, Suyin was the first person out a long time ago. He's already on top of the building at this point, waiting for everybody. But soon everybody came up into the foggy streets of Tumbledown and started, trying to put the mansion and what's beneath it behind them, while they go also try and get a hold of, what's-his-face, Captain Ravengard, or Commander Ravengard, I can't remember his first name. Ulter? I'll think of it eventually. But yeah, Mr. Ravengard, trying to inform him of the cult's whereabouts. With that being said, anybody got anything to add?
Is
Quite-
it raining behind you? It
Like,
sounded like there was rain. Oh, now I don't hear it. There was a weird, like, staticky. It sounded like rain when you were talking.
you hear
It
now?
did happen at the very end. I'm not hearing it anymore. It was at the very, very end of your little speech.
Very
Yo.
strange.
You're a weird staticky wind. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you. Was I the only one hearing that?
No, not
Okay.
at all.
All right. I'm not crazy.
All right, I'll probably hear it in the recording.
Yeah,
Watch.
you sound fine now. You sound great.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I'll take that as a compliment.
I was like, shit, it must be the rain's coming down real hard or something.
No, it was raining a little bit ago, but not that much. But yeah, any questions or anything before we start session 39? Technically 9 for all the viewers, but kind of hard to believe that we're almost 40 sessions in.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I say already 40 sessions in, but it's literally been a year. Anyways,
It's been a fun year.
it has. I love you guys. I love y'all so much. All right. But with that being said, we can go ahead and get started. Suyin, you were the first person to really fly off, leaving the rest of the crew kind of back doing their thing. I know you sort of like basically just left Tumbledown. I think you said something about going to the.
So he's flying towards the docks of Tumbledown. So wherever he could see, like he's taken to the sky just high enough where he can at least see the docks at the south end of Tumbledown.
I gotcha. Let me see. I didn't know Tumbledown had docks. I'm gonna check the map. Give me just a smidgen of a second. Well, actually, that's going to take forever to fucking load because that's the way my laptop. Oh yeah, I'm actually like instead of having 2 windows for the thing opened up on my computer, I'm just using the DM window on my laptop.
Oof.
So that should make actually all of like the viewing segment of stuff from the viewer's perspective more fluid and not out of date, really.
Nice.
So, not so much as docks and Tumbledown, as much as there is a cemetery that's kind of breaking off of the cliffside and into the ocean, or into the river.
Well, that's where he's going to be going.
Okay, going to a graveyard. Cool.
Well, going towards the water.
Yeah, I got you. Towards the coast.
Yes.
Gotcha. Well, all right then. Yeah, as you fly, you're obviously like getting up above the fog, so you can see. I mean, you can kind of make out, like, you can't really see the city street so much.
Right.
You can make out like the tops of buildings, which you can easily avoid. Most of the town does look like it's definitely seen better days. No, yeah, you fly without any real issue. Admittedly, that there's probably a few people down below the fog that you probably spooked if they're there in the fog.
Yeah.
But that's that's beneath you, literally.
It's just a shadow. It's just my
um,
shadow.
yeah. Yeah, as you come towards that graveyard area, are you just, like, flying over the river, or are you just trying to, like, find some
He
place to rest?
Well, so he was going to find a place to perch, kind of say a bit of a prayer to um, essentially the Wind Mother, and then take flight again, and just kind of just to uh, kind of reunite himself with the open sky.
Okay, gotcha. Trying to basically um a very thorough way of getting a fresh breath air.
Yes.
I gotcha, I gotcha. Do you happen to have said prayer, sir?
Yes, I do.
Well, if you don't mind giving me a recital.
All right. So before he takes flight again, he finds a good place to perch down at, and under his breath, he starts reciting, uh, "Lady of the boundless winds, uh, Airdrie Fania, hear my call. In the open expanse where the clouds dance and the sun warms my wings, I lift my voice to you. Grant me the strength of the storm and the gentleness of the breeze. Let my fears fall away like feathers scattered upon your winds. In your endless skies, I find freedom. In your embrace, I find peace. Guide my flight, O mistress of the azure skies, that I may always soar above the shadows. May my spirit rise unchained as I breathe the winds of your eternal domain. Sky Mother, watch over me, for I am yours, and you are the wind that guides me." And once he finishes that, he's going to spread his wings once more and just kind of take off into the sky.
I gotcha. Anywhere particular you're going after that?
He is just going to fly along the river. He doesn't have a destination.
Okay,
Yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah, after, your prayer and you take off back into the sky. Again, like, while you were saying your prayer and all that, maybe you found, like, a good spot
Mhm.
on, like, the edge of the cliffside of Tumbledown where, it was kind of, like, outside the fog. So you're able to actually have, like, a clear line of sight, good view of the sky, place for you to actually, like, sit down, still spread your wings, but not have to, it allows you to focus on your prayer. Although I
Right.
guess as an Aarakocra, flying was like second nature to you, so it's like talking and walking at the same time. So
Well, I would say it's probably first nature.
yeah, it's it.
Either way. Either way.
Um, but dipping back over to the groupie group, glowing. I'm assuming you were tagging along with whatever they're doing right now, seeing as how you are currently dealing with your work stuff. Just let me know whenever you get home. The rest of you three, as y'all are, you know, uh, Drax got into his feet, blood coating his shoulders and his clothing. Suyin's already taken off. What's up, guys?
Um, can I use my pseudopod to reach into my bag and grab my cloak off my traveler's clothes and just like use it to cover this person so that we don't have a bunch of eyeballs staring at us?
Yeah, sure. That's not a problem.
And I'm gonna look to the party and go, guys, guys, have like a giant sheet of like cloth or something, like a blanket or something? I got an idea.
All right.
Oh, let me look. Um, got a lot of got a, got a lot of death teeth, but I don't think I got a cloak.
Got a lot of death teeth.
Nope. Smith's tools.
Trying to turn off the Discord notifications. So every time someone joins the call, I hear a very loud boom.
I thought my message in general had set it off. Sorry.
No.
I just
Those are
realized
actually usually
something.
very quiet.
Oh, okay. I just realized something and I had to post it without interrupting.
You're good. You're good.
Cheddar is still with me, so
Yeah, he's flying.
yeah. I hope he's okay.
Just don't drop him. Ta-da.
Hopefully he doesn't leave.
So wait, you're looking for some sort of like cloth or blanket or something to put over?
Yeah. So I guess I'll explain. I'll be like, so my thought is, if we're going to Saffron's, carrying an unconscious body may not be the best look. So I was thinking I could do something like this, and I'm gonna like do like a box frame out of my pseudopod, and then we drape this over, and it looks like we're carrying a crate inside for him.
Okay. All right.
That way, people aren't like, "Huh, why are they carrying a dead or unconscious body into a bathhouse?" Seems kind of weird, right?
Yes.
Okay,
How dark is
so
it outside right now? We don't know what time of day it is because of the fog.
Correct. Hard to tell what time of day it is. You can tell if there's still light outside. It's just with the fog. It's in terms of what time of day. You probably can gauge like a good few hours more of daylight. Maybe more, maybe less.
Ian knows. Oh wait, I'm not there.
You ran away.
Sadly, all I got is a chainmail. Let's see.
Wayne, do I see like some ragged tarps on the outside of some houses or anything like that?
Um, roll me a perception check. I'll tell you that without the perception check, you know there's some of that stuff back in the manor that you just came from.
I ain't going there, bro.
Yeah, I figured not.
Yeah, I was just about to ask. We are running away from this building, right?
Yeah. I will have y'all. You know what? Let me just y'all over here. Have y'all walking away.
Glad to get that bastard out of the way early. Ugh, looking for a tarp.
Yeah, unfortunately, my guy, as you're like going through, you see a bunch of like boarded up windows that don't even have any like glass in them at all, like just like busted through. No tarps or anything. Doesn't look like much in terms of like the cloth kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know.
Nothing that I could use for my purpose I'm looking for.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna quietly say under my breath, shit. Well, fuck it. I mean, plan B. I'm sure Saffron
Well-
can help us.
Drac, in his very stupid state, all on center shoulder, he actually says, "Back, pack."
All right,
And-
I will hunch him over in a way so that his backpack can be accessible.
Hmm.
You were saying like holding, helping you walk, kind of a thing.
I will stretch my pseudopod over there and start digging through it.
You would see his bedroll, which is big enough for her.
I mean, you could technically, yeah, just wrap her up in a bedroll.
Like when you say a bedroll, you mean like a sleeping bag?
Yeah, roughly.
Okay, yeah, I'll see it and I'll unzip and be like, this'll work, Jack.
Drac repasses back out because of pain.
Then maybe it's
I
a
mean,
good
you do
idea.
still have 18 HP. I mean, you can play it however you want. Just
He
letting you
wants
know.
me to carry him.
The fact that he's also still recovering from being basically double hit by a big ass heavy sword.
You know, actually,
Or-
this makes sense because the healing potions, they only say that they heal the injury. They do not remove the pain.
Or the
Yeah, that's
fatigue.
true. Yeah, this is true.
You did get kind of cleaved in half there, buddy.
You almost
Wow.
lost both of your arms.
Seriously.
But yeah, Wayne, even though it's foggy, by Wayne, was that Wayne?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, I heard a tooloo. I thought you left. Using my city secrets background, would that help us? Even though we're both kind of dragging some people with us, would that help us keep pace to where
Yeah, like
equal
you'll be
pace isn't?
able to get to back to Saffron's and I mean, virtually no time. Compared to most other people. Again, you're dragging a little bit because one of y'all is passed the fuck out. The other one is also passed the fuck out. But no, yeah, then y'all yeah, you shouldn't have any problem getting there.
I'm just gonna look at Glory and tell him keep his eyes sharp for us. Hard to carry, and then look at Cinder and say drag shit while we're keeping our eyes peeled.
Did we move to the city map already, or?
No, I have not moved y'all as of yet because these
Oh.
guys were still walking through Tumbledown.
Fair enough.
But no, yeah, not much really happens actually as y'all are passing through the Tumbledown city streets. It's not too hard for you to kind of get a general idea of where to go. Again, thanks to your city secrets. You do pass by what you and Cinder can, Viscous, you and Cinder can immediately sort of tell is like almost the entire population here is probably unsavory folk. Like they're probably like some of them y'all are keeping y'all's eyes out and kind of like watching behind y'all just in case. But the simple fact that I guess y'all sort of get the feeling that the fact that one of y'all is a man of blue fire and the other one's a jelly man, they're not really super eager to deal with y'all. You're kind of like a little out of the ordinary even for them. But yeah, no, y'all make it through Tumbledown just fine. I almost forgot that I was on my laptop. As... Where am I putting out? Back. Nope. Come here. Back. Here. Yeah. Y'all slowly begin making y'all's way. Well, through all the other districts and to... Why is there... Oh, that's probably... Wait, why is there a giant circle on the map? It don't make no sense. I'll probably remember. Oh, I think that's where Drac found the thing, the people that got y'all into the cult business. Hey, would you look at that? Karma.
All right.
Drac brought y'all into all that. I didn't even think about that. Can't blame anyone except yourself, Drac. Let's see. Oh,
Emotional damage.
emotional damage. All right, but yep, as y'all are moving y'all over there. And yeah, is there anything y'all trying to do along the way, or is y'all just kind of like booking it?
We informed someone about what was like city officials about what was going on down there, right? When
Go on, V.
Sorry, I didn't hear
I
you.
was gonna say what I remembered was we told him we were investigating the haunted mansion and we'd get back to him, but we never did.
Okay, I wasn't sure if someone got alerted when Suyen breached out or not.
Nope.
I didn't know if that's what you hollered at him for.
Suyen's
Oh,
out
he
of
said he was
stealth.
tapped.
Yeah.
Okay. Then shit. Maybe we should inform someone about what just happened down there so they can send some guards, because somebody got to deal with that.
I mean, ain't that what Suyen's doing?
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to contact Suyen through the communication ring. Suyen, did you get in touch with one of the city guards or something?
You do not get a response.
Is this thing working? Suyen? So I'm tapping it. So Yen
He was eaten by a rock.
is shit. We must be out of range. Can y'all hear me? I'm gonna say that into everyone.
You just see me look at my stomach.
All right, that's confirmation enough for me. All right. Well, I was going to inform them where we're going, but I guess not.
I mean, he did kind of look a little sketchy. This is the first time he's seen us do dumb shit. That's about that. And then let's, not forget the fact that, not everybody likes creepy cultist shit.
now that you mention it, last I saw Su Yen was when I was running down the stairs, and I didn't see him since. I mean, I heard
Yeah.
him talking, but
He seemed kind of skittish and hesitant to be his normal brainy self when I came out the mansion, so that's why I had him hold the lady. I'm looking at my belly button and be like, Suyen, I hope you're alright. We're going to Saffron's. Whenever you do what you're doing, we'll be there. Look him and shrug and say, hopefully we see him.
As oh, go on.
sorry, I was gonna say, should we like stop at a guard post or tell someone, or what's the play here?
I say we just go straight to Saffron's. We have them inform the people they need to. We did have Suyen tell the guy we're investigating the mansion, so worst case, our stories does link up with everything that happens.
No. True.
Y'all
All
being
right, I was just
framed for the murder of every single person that was left down there.
son of a. There we go. Sorry, I hit back on my mouse. Well, I guess they're gonna get away. Who's ever down there?
I mean, they'll get away, but we got more information and we stopped something that's going down.
Oh yeah, and we made it out. I didn't like that. I can't believe we made it out of there. All right, I guess let's go to Saffron.
So as y'all are, I guess like making y'all's way through like East Way and getting onto Heapside, Glowin is going to inform you that like he for any of y'all that are paying attention, he almost like suddenly like stops and like sort of like turns his head as if he's like heard something. And like after focusing in on it for a minute, he is going to tell you that he'll catch up with y'all later. And he is going to venture off alone into Heapside.
What? You
What?
fine?
I'm just gonna look Cinder and be like, Cinder, like, did I not just ask him to watch out? Fuck it, let's just haul ass. Come on. Come on. And I'm just gonna kind of like nudge him with the pseudopod as he's dragging Drac and I'm carrying a body.
Over the table, like you guys saw Suyu invisibly shaken down there, and you called him sketchy.
But so sketchy can mean shaky for me and him. We're little street kids.
To be fair,
I
Drax
know.
actually saw him as worse. And Drax kind of felt cold.
Like you're
And all-
normally Captain Poise.
And also, to be fair, I gave Su Yen a pretty badass pep talk, so I thought he was good.
Hey, I feel good about all of this, okay?
And then I pressed forward, and that was the end of it. I had to go. I was worried about Viscus. He was in trouble and all alone.
But as you three, technically, Cinder carrying Drac over his shoulder, sort of dragging him. Unless you want to
Well-
carry him like a maiden.
No,
Well-
I'm like
You want to be
off
my
the football
twinsie?
field carrying him.
You want to be twinsies with me right now?
Just drag him by his foot. Just grab him by his
No, his
ankle and
left-
drag him across the street.
I
The
mean,
rocks and gravel going in his shoulder wound.
Left- Dragon
last
by-
week I definitely had like officer and a gentleman in my mind carrying him out, but
What were we saying,
Just
Eric?
drag him- I was saying, just drag him by his left toe.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, as y'all get up to the Boulder's Gate, um, but yeah, the guards there, they do stop you, and they're like, I'll say like it's getting like, I mean, a little late. Y'all definitely got like another hour, maybe two of daylight, but they stop you, looking y'all over, like they recognize you. Kind of hard not to. There's this idea. It's like, hold on, what's with the? Well, this guy looks like he has seen better days. You sure he doesn't need to go see a cleric or something?
Nah, he's fine. He's fine. You know, just a little dirt in the wound, a little salt in the blood, and he's good to go.
You don't
As
know much about. Never mind. Continue.
if you're gonna say blood, I'm just gonna show on myself. I don't have blood per se.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, no. Our tall, feathery blue bird friend that's always with us. He did inform your guard that we were doing a mission over at the mansion, and shit just kind of got a little sketchy. We gotta check in with him, but first we'd like to go lick our wounds if you don't mind. You also could send some people over there. There's a lot of dead bodies.
Question: did you inform the Citadel or did you inform the Flaming Fist?
We informed the person named. And give me a second so I can look at guys. Um, it was. We named. I believe it was Raven Guard. Told.
Yes, Captain of the Flaming Fist. So, as someone who I'm assuming you're not from Boulder's Gate, the Citadel and the Flaming Fist work independently of each other. Our focus in the Citadel is to focus on the upper city. The Flaming Fist handles everywhere else.
Oh, my apologies, and I'm just gonna pull out the side quests and just like because I have a person in my hand, I'm just gonna hand them the whole lot of them of the side quests that I have with my pseudopod and be like, here you go. We got the haunted manor one in there. We received it from the person, Mr. Ravengard. So I just assumed he was under jurisdiction. You are correct that I'm not from here before.
Yeah, he's gonna hand those papers to like the guard next to him. Like, and what's with the I'm assuming not dead chick?
Wounded from the fight. Again, just licking wounds. She's okay.
It's like this one. Don't worry, sir. We got our top-notch paladin to check him over. He gave us a thumbs up on getting him back to space to rest.
Yeah, matter of fact, I just think he went to go pray and get his recharges or something.
Also, are you guys saying that you sit it down or?
We're Citadel Guard, yes.
Ah, I see. Well, maybe we should get them papers back. We need those papers, right?
Yeah, the guard that he handed the papers to is gonna sort of like be looking through them, hands them back, and he just like sort of shrugs and nods. It's like, well, y'all seem to be clear. Unless y'all have business in the upper city, you got about 1 hour before curfew sets in. If you're not supposed to be here, get out.
Yeah, no
Oh.
problem. We're doing some work with Mr. Safarin, at the bathhouse, so we're actually just heading that way.
If that's the case, just don't let us see you on the streets after hours.
We can make it to Saffron's in this amount of time, right? Still new and learning the time frames. I would figure we could.
Yeah, I don't think it'll take you that long. Unless you don't know where you're going.
No, I'm decent with streets. We've been there before. I know how to recognize stuff, but the more we sit here and talk, the more chance we're gonna get in trouble, right, gentlemen?
Yeah, that would be correct.
All right, well, you guys have a good day, and sorry to bother you.
Yep, they're gonna step by. Like I said, I don't know if I already said that they gave you back your papers, but yep, they'll stand aside, let you in, and then sort of just go back to, like, you'll hear, like, one of them, it's like, dude, that guy with the fucking hair looked badass.
I am gonna stop and turn around and say, by the way, gentlemen, that mansion quest we do have technically finished, but like I said, there was a bunch of stuff dealing with that cultist quest in there to kind of pair it up. We did inform the Flaming Fist guy that there's dead cultists in there. We're gonna go talk to him after we lick our wounds. It was a little rough. But if someone goes over there reporting it, I'm just letting y'all know that we are the reason and it's based off of the jobs we was doing. So I don't want any like crazy murder mystery stuff. I'm just trying to make sure we're all straightforward here.
Well, assuming everything you've told me isn't a lie, then there shouldn't be any problems, should there?
No. But just so if you guys want to do your investigation, we did reach out with our magical bird friend through his little send and spell stuff to the Raven Guard guy when we had found it.
As long as the stuff doesn't pertain with the upper city, you're probably dealing with Flaming Fist.
Okay. Well, you have a lovely day, gentlemen.
Yeah, they're just gonna go back to their little banter between each other. But yeah, as y'all continue moving forward, gonna get back to you, Suyin.
Mhm.
As you are flying through, or basically over the Chiantha River, I think that's how it's pronounced.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. You never know with these fantasy names. There is, I'll say, like, yeah, you're sort of like, just free roaming that area over the river, trying not to get too close to the city because you know how they feel about
Yeah.
flying over that. So you're kind of trying to stay like closer to like Tumble Down, Dust Hawk Hill, maybe like the other side or center of the river.
Right.
But at one point while you are flying, probably like 20-30 minutes after your prayer or something like that, there's a kind of like a rogue breeze, rogue wind, sort of like pretty strong, not enough to like throw you off your loop. You're an experienced flyer,
Yeah.
but enough to where it's like, for like a person walking in the street, it would have pushed them back a little bit before they caught their step, But for you, yeah, it just moves you a little bit through the air. But I would say, it basically, like, when it's pushing you, north, and you sort of like maybe like turn to look in that direction. You do see from this distance, it looks like another Aarakocra over Dusthawk Hill.
Oh.
Kind of like near the peak.
Yeah. Considering we're kind of a rarity here, I might just go greet them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, I'm going to steal you for a minute.
Okay.
All right, y'all have fun on y'all's chat all the way to blah 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 Saffron's. Be right back. Well, hello there.
I may need to lay off the S names for a while.
Getting all tongue-tied over here. All right, so as you fly towards Dusthawk Hill, you do notice that there is a kind of like, again, closer towards the peak, not exactly at the very, very tip top, but kind of like on, we'll say, like the southwestern side of Dusthawk Hill, or southeastern side, excuse me.
Okay.
You can sort of see what looks like a very small, like a small, quaint shack on like this little, like, just a open area, like kind of almost like a cliffside on the mountain.
Yeah.
That seems to be where you can see the Aarakocra from this distance, so you can see like large white wings. But he doesn't seem to be flying anymore. He seems to have landed. It just sort of, I guess, starts making his way inside the little shack.
Okay.
Again, assuming you're still continuing on along your way.
Yeah. I am kind of intrigued though, considering I don't see too many of my kind around here anyway. I am very tempted to land, but I don't want it to raise any sort of suspicion either.
What's the plan?
Well, screw it. Suyin's just gonna give in to curiosity and go meet another of his kind.
Okay.
Hope that it's a positive experience rather than what he had just experienced these past few hours.
They work for the cult. Yeah, just gonna lull you into a false sense of security and then bring you to the cult.
Right.
But no, yeah, you land again. It's a very small area. Like for an Aarakocra, like a lone Aarakocra, probably not too bad because of all the open air.
Yeah.
But like living in that small shack, you probably couldn't see yourself like wanting to sleep in there for a long period of times or stay inside the shack for long periods of time. Seems a
Nope, I'd
bit
rather
too
work
small
on it.
for you.
Right.
But no, yeah, it does seem like it's decently well taken care of. A little Zen garden out by the side. And what looks like a couple of like very smooth round stones, sort of just like stacked on top of each other on the side, or on the
Mhm.
opposite side. But yeah, you can, as you like land and you start maybe like analyzing the area, you can see what looks like a little bit of fire through the small shack window. Not like as if the place is on fire, but like it lit a fire or something inside.
Yeah. Um. You know, Suyin is going to kind of call out saying hello, but not in common. He's going to use, Eric Okra's common tongue. Um, I forgot what it was called.
I think technically it's just it's Orin.
Yes,
I
Orange. There
yeah,
we
I believe it
go.
was
Yes,
Orin.
I had a bad brain fart there.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
But yeah, he's going to call out hello. Um, I noticed somebody is here, and I just well, Suyin's not very good with socializing, but he's trying his best. He's going to just kind of say that I noticed another one of my kind here. I just would like to find some common ground.
You hear called back, not in Orin, but in common.
Mhm.
As you hear someone kind of like very sternly. I was like, "Who are you and who sent you?"
Nobody sent me. I'll switch to the common tongue since that's how they replied. Uh, Nobody sent me. I was flying along the river and noticed that you're the hut here. I just wanted to. I thought I saw another Eric Okra.
See, it's like so. You after like a for a second, you do see some like kind of like a face, sort of because the way the fire in the back is like casting that shadow on his face. You can't
Yeah.
really see like facial features or nothing, but you do see two like luminescent silver orbs, like where his eyes should be. He's like just staring at you through the window for just a couple of seconds.
My staff is strapped to my back, so I do not have it in hand. Uh, I am unarmed for good reason.
As he's gonna sort of disappear out of the window. You're gonna hear that door start to open up. And I'm going to send you a picture via Discord.
Okie
Okay, day. Do 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 do.
Ugh, cold coffee. Ugh.
As this, mine is as soon as it sends. Do. This mine is the drawn swords. Is who is standing before you as of now? Yeah, there we go.
Now it's got to load. Oh, okay. Oh, alrighty.
Yeah. Sadly, no, not an Aarakocra.
That's okay.
um,
Suyin was very. Yeah, he slightly disappointed, but also nice to see somebody who's got wings. They know to some degree how he may have felt.
yeah. So you see, he sort of looks over you for a second. Yeah, his Eyes, like I said, like a stunning, like silver color, just sort of scanning you up and down. Sort of it was like, you look familiar. You just came into town a few days ago, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I remember seeing you in Twin Songs. What do you want?
I honestly, like I said, I just thought I had spotted another Eric Okra. I'm sorry to bother you. Sorry if I had.
No, no bother. Not many people coming up this high on Dust Hawk Hill. You can understand why stranger on such a hard to reach place would be a little alarming.
I understand.
What'd you say your name was?
Oh, my name is Suyin. Suyin Bluefeather. And you?
You can call me Oda.
Good to meet you, Oda.
You were with a few others, correct?
Yeah, I I was.
And you're not now, or are you just out on your own?
I had to break away. I don't do well in confined spaces and spent more than a few hours underground. So I needed to stretch my wings and have myself a sanity check.
Underground, huh? And what was an Aarakocra doing underground?
Well, uh, my party and I were grouped with, or we were tasked with checking up on something. Um, yeah, I'm again. I am sorry for bothering you.
As I said, it's no bother. You've piqued my interest. What are y'all checking up on in the sewers?
Um, we had got we had gotten word of some sort of cult activity.
Cult.
Yep. Seems to be a lot of that around here.
Yes, there's a lot of cult activity in Baldur's Gate, more than I'd like.
Yeah, not something I'm very used to.
Which cult are you hunting down? Maybe we
Uh,
share a mind in our enemy.
I'm not too keen on the name, but Suyin's going to take a few minutes to describe to him the big armored man that they had to flee from.
I know who you're describing. I've seen him a few times. Although I don't think anybody else in the city has, which has puzzled me.
He's a bit frightening.
More frightening when no one else recognizes him. How do you miss a man in that much armor? Yet no matter how much I ask people, no one's seen him.
Well, we've seen him. This isn't our first encounter.
You said in the sewers? Where in the sewers?
I've that was above the table. That was Tumbledown, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah. It was in Tumbledown.
That would make a lot of sense. The only cult I know that is anchored down and tumbled down right now is an undead cult. I don't know who they belong to.
You're on the right track. There were a lot of zombies down in the tunnels.
You and your crew are cult hunters, or y'all just happen upon this by circumstance?
Kind of a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. It's a long story, but we were also sort of victims as well.
Not going to ask you to elaborate on that. Seems like a wound that you haven't healed from completely.
One that I don't think I'd be healing from for a while.
Well, seems like you're not on the wrong side of this. So I'll give you that, Suyin.
Suyin at this point does look, he is still fairly nervous, but he's also fairly out of breath because, being up in the sky and then still dealing with the anxiety and everything, despite being able to soar through, open skies again. He's still visibly just trying to push through a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell Oda, he is like, the entire time he's had this stern look on you. Like, again, like his eyes barely have the representation of normal eyes. You can still see where the whites would be, the iris and the pupil would be, but it's all like different shades of silver. But his like, it's almost like he's scanning you the entire time. Like every vibration, every twitch, every sound coming from your mouth, he's analyzing all of it as you're talking. As you know, there's like a brief pause, sort of looks around, looks into the sky a little bit. Well, it doesn't seem like you've been followed. You can stay here as long as you like if you need rest. Feel free to drop by. Just don't break anything.
I promise not to. If you don't mind, I might rest here. I don't know if I could show face right now to my party. After the experience in the sewers, I need a moment.
Did you abandon your friends in battle?
No, we made it out safely. Once everybody had got out of there, I did what I needed to do, contacted somebody about the cult, and took flight. But I made sure everybody got out at least.
So, Suyin, I don't know you very well, but are you running from the problem, or are you just trying to catch your breath?
I needed to catch my breath.
Good. Because running from a problem never works.
No, it doesn't.
You saying you're dealing with a cult. Cults usually don't forget, and they never forgive. If you are this deep in it, there is no getting out.
Oh, I've taken that into consideration. I'm not running. I just needed. Yeah, I just needed to breathe. I'm no good to anybody if I cannot function, if I cannot calculate or think things through clearly. I'm no good to them.
The one that uses your brain more than anything else must be a wizard or of the sort.
Yes.
I can see that. Well, Mr. Wizard, sooner or later your friends are gonna need you. Although they probably won't need you right now. If you just got out by the skin of y'all's teeth from wherever y'all just came from, I'd be watching y'all's back for a lot longer than just a few hours.
Yeah. I know I'm pretty sure they're on their way to um oh, I forgot the name of over the table. I forgot the name of Saffron's
um,
but they're on their way to
Touch and Glow.
yeah, they're on their way to Touch and Glow. A friend of ours actually. It, he works there, and he's been a great help.
That's in the upper city, isn't it? The Wide, I believe.
Yes,
Hmm.
the very lavish and purple building.
I know which one you're talking about. I have a proposition for you, Suyin.
What's that?
I am also hunting down a cult. Not an undead cult. I seek the cult of Zariel. Some of their people have been, we'll say, hinkered down in the Manorborn district, sort of assimilating apart, or I guess not really assimilating, but growing to be part of the, well, the higher-ups in the city. You can see where cult members being higher-ups in a city, especially like Boulder's Gate, could be a huge problem.
Over the table, would I have heard of Zariel at least, or?
It's a pretty, I would say, like, yeah, you would have heard of it. You know, it's like a someone dealing with one of the 9 hells. You can roll a history check. History or religion, whichever you prefer.
Do you want me to roll it in GM, or?
No, because I won't see. I won't see it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you said history or religion?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Well, either one I'm efficient in. So, there we go.
Nice. Yeah, you do remember a good little bit about Zariel. Something about her, like, way back in the day, like, before Faerun. Well, no, not before Faerun, but, yeah, really long-ass time ago. She was essentially like a, I don't know, sort of like a type of angel or solar or something. Maybe you can't remember exactly what her classification is, because there's like 100 different classifications of fucking celestial beings.
Yeah.
But she was a very righteous warrior. She had like created a band of people in Ultarel or whatever, and they literally dove into Avernus, like, first, like, dove in there to go bring the blood war to them. Yeah, to the devils over in Avernus, and eventually her and her entire squad ended up trapped there. She survived, but the whole, well, Avernus twisted her into becoming a Duke of Hell.
Yeah.
So she's since then taken on a role as a devil. She's lost her grace and all that. So yeah, she's definitely a bad person. But yeah, that's basically what you would know about. Actually, with the 23, I will say that with the 23, you may have heard something recently, as like a rumor, more or less, that she, like, maybe has been redeemed, but there's a lot of speculation on that.
Okay.
Like, how do you fucking redeem yourself from becoming a devil, right?
Yeah. And he again, over the table, he said, where was the this cult
Somewhere in the Manorborn district in the upper city.
Manorborn district? Okay. All right. Well, can definitely look into that.
I'm not asking y'all to get too involved as of right now. I would rather y'all stay on the outside if y'all can. But if y'all see he is going to... Do I have a good... Oh, nope, not that button. I can do this all on here. Let's see if I can find one. No, there's not one. Good to know. Cult of... Seeing if I can find the symbol for the cult of Zario. Okay. Yeah. Found one. I guess this will work. Oh! I don't really like any of these. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, but that's okay. I'm just gonna send this to you. Do. Like, if you happen to see a brooch or an emblem or anything that resembles this pattern, let me know. It may not be an exact look-alike.
Okay.
In return, I will help you deal with this undead cult.
I will do what I can.
And if you can, try not to let either of the cults know of my presence.
You have my word. Suyin will hold a hand out to shake on it, show that he's willing to make this deal.
He's gonna look at your hand and he's gonna look back to you and say, "Where I'm from, your word is all that's needed. You give your word, you stick to it."
Understood.
As he is not gonna take your hand, he's just gonna sort of turn around, like he's about to go back inside, and then let you know it's like, as I said, you can stay here as long as you need. I'm about to brew some tea if you'd like some.
Oh, I'm definitely. If you don't mind the company, I could definitely use a cup of tea.
Oh, if you don't mind the cramped space.
Well, it's not the sewers, so it'll be fine.
As he is going to basically walk in and leave the door open.
All right, Suyin will follow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot the shit, chat a little bit, drink some tea. But yeah, gonna pull you back into the other chat.
And then I gotta go AFK real quick because I gotta answer an important phone call.
You're good.
So I will be right back as well.
Okay.
You think I can't change that?
I know we're gonna need to find a good forger.
You think we can't change that?
No.
But we got a magical friend in our squad.
That's also in paranoid state.
Not anymore.
We ain't gotta do it today.
I murdered him.
Session's
Dang.
over? Oh.
God.
I clipped
was
his
good,
wings
Bird
and
Brain.
threw him into the Trianther.
Yep, maybe that was why he didn't answer.
Glowin, you have returned.
I have.
You have. Something you've been waiting for a little while now. Shall we? Assuming you're ready.
We shall.
We can wait longer.
No. I've been waiting for this for a while now.
Okay. Yeah, as I explained earlier, I don't know if you were hearing, but as you and the others were walking through Heapside, Glowin, you yourself heard something, that the banging of metal on metal, sounding, I mean, like it's the ring of an hammer on hammering steel on an anvil, but you can't for the life of you see where it's coming from. There doesn't seem to be like a blacksmith anywhere near you, as far as you can tell. So yeah, it you tell everybody, it's like, hey, I'll catch up, and you sort of head off into Heapside by yourself. As you follow this ringing sound, the beautiful sound of hammering anvil. It takes you a lot further than what you should be able to hear.
Okay.
As you are, find yourself going up to what looks like, at least from the outside, looks like I guess like a workshop built into, well, really just like built into a wall or something. Hard to explain how that actually. It sounded better in my head, looked better in my head than what I worded it as. Irrelevant.
Kind of like a Harry Potter door.
No, not like that. So anyways, carrying on, you find the workshop. Like staring in through the window, you can see what looks like a dwarf, or just chilling inside, hammering on an anvil. But as soon as you approach, that the sound begins to like lessen until it's just like the regular sound of this guy hammering on the anvil. But you know that the sound, despite the fact that you've walked blocks away from where you and the group last were at, this is where the sound's been leading you.
Okay. I asked him in Dwarfish if he knows anybody by what was the name of that dwarf that they
What was his name?
that worked in Candlekeep. Fuck.
It was. I have it written down.
Uh-uh.
I did not.
Who's a McCool?
Dark, the blacksmith with 2 A's.
Was he the one at Candlekeep?
Yeah,
Okay.
that
I asked
we
him if
were. Yeah, right. That's where we found out about the Fight Club, right?
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
that was Dark.
Yeah.
My question is,
Yeah.
where do you keep this stuff?
It's on my bio page in my my character sheet. It's my like shorthand stuff, info I needed.
He writes it down on spiral notebook because he don't want us reading his journals.
Ah, gotcha. Well, it's not like anyone can read y'all's journals anyways. Give me just a second. My brother wants to come into my room and just try and start up a conversation. It's like, dude, buddy, I'm recording. Begone, thought. Anyways,
Probably gone.
yeah, I guess because that's the way it be, guys. JT, I gotta pull you into personal.
Sweet.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Dun dun dun.
Damn, looks like lady don't get to watch your stream no more.
Yeah.
No, okay, Visca's got her.
Okay.
So as you basically ask through the window, you see this old dwarf sort of turn to you, and I'll give you. I gotta find the image for him as well. This one I don't have like a good image for. Just have like an AI image for him, but it works, right?
Old dwarf blacksmith.
Oh,
Is that literally what you put in the AI thing to pop up a picture?
kind of.
Sweet. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, perfect. But yeah, as that's the guy you see sort of like turn to you. He kind of just looks defaultly angry, like even for a dwarf. As he's like looks at you and he's like, "What did that old bastard send you to collect? Tell him our debt's washed away years ago. I paid him back already."
No, good sir. Honored blacksmith. He told I come into his shop. Is it okay for me to come into your shop?
He's gonna look you over a little bit. What's your business before I let you in?
Um,
And
a
he's gonna
lost
start
art.
talking in Dwarven.
Yeah, I was already speaking in Dwarven
Okay,
when
gotcha,
I came
gotcha.
up. I just didn't want to say what I had to outside.
Yeah.
So I was just like, a lost art that needs to be reclaimed.
So he's gonna look over you. You kind of like see like his. I don't know. I guess give me an insight check. Yeah, you can see like for a second he like almost looks a little shocked, but he quickly pulls himself back together. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he sort of like looks
Could I-
down and sort of tries to walk away from the window.
I also show him my Morden's paladin seal, or if I have anything of Morden as well, saying I'm like a paladin. And
Okay.
then
Hmm. Yeah. Damn, Morden's beard. Fuck it. You see him. It's like he's cursing in Dwarven. Starts
It
like
was
you
a
can
pretty
hear
nice-
him unlocking a bunch of locks, like a bunch of locks. As he finally like swings the door open and is just like, come inside, say what you got to, and then get out.
yes, sir. But I have to say, his beard was pretty nice when I seen him as I walked past him.
Darks?
No, Morden. You just said by Morden's beard. I met him.
Right. What do you want?
I show him the room that I have and found, and say I'm here to talk about this.
You see that he almost like snatches it out of your hand the moment he sees it. As he's just like scanning over, he's like, where did you find this?
In the tavern at Candlekeep, I had a vision of an old dwarf that put it there. And I tell him what kind of rune it is and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I know what rune this is. What does it mean to you? You said you want to bring an old habit. Is this what you're talking about? Bringing an old dead habit back to life?
Well, it was one of the things Morden told me to bring back, but I have to get started somewhere. Might as well bring back our more runes first before we start taking back our Karat. Or is that what they call I forget what they actually call the fucking Dwarven capitals.
Off the
Or
top of my
they-
head, I don't remember what they're called either. But
Yeah.
You paladins think you can just go waving around Morden's name and get whatever you want.
I met him. Like, I literally met him. I'm not actually a true dwarf.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I was a human
Not a true
back in
dwarf,
my other
huh?
world.
And what makes you
I
think
was-
you can even learn rune carving?
Well, um, I have an inner calling. I've already started learning this one. I've already learned completely. If I have the tools, I can at least try to do it, but it will take me at least 16 to 12 hours to knock it out.
You say you've already learned this one? Then tell me, what is it?
What the fuck was it called again? What's the mechanics? I tell him that it's a rune of purifying suffering rune. It's a rare rune.
Perpetual suffering.
Perfect.
Hmm. I don't know.
I was also told by the other dwarf that to let me in on the knowledge. He said to come to you. He was the one who told me to come to you to talk about this.
Oh, Dark's a bastard.
He did say you would call him that, though. Funny.
Yeah, he's a bastard, but he's not dumb. If he sent you here, he probably knows something. Or at least had a good feeling about you.
Well, if you want, we could pray on this anvil and see if Morden talks to you about it.
No, I'm done with prayers. Look at me.
You sure?
Look where I'm at. You know, I used to own one of the top fucking or not taverns. One of the top smithies here in town.
Well, I'm going to help you take that back.
Yeah. Hopes and dreams. I only find those in the bottom of a cask of ale.
I go over to the anvil and say, on Morden's oath, I will get you back your rightful place in this town.
So he's looking you over a little bit. Like, alright. But I ain't gonna make it easy on you.
I've died once. Oh, twice, but I came back on the second one. I'm still here.
See, he's gonna turn away from you, kind of go into basically like one of his, I don't know, like a drawer that you can hear him clinging around with a bunch of metal, probably a bunch of like weapons and axes. You can see a small axe, a little tomahawk sort of fly out of the bottom drawer or something. As he's just ruffling through it, trying to find something.
Okay.
As soon he turns around, you can see he's got a small, let me pull this actually up. It's kind of like a hand axe, small hand axe. As he is going to toss it to you. And you can see that the moment you touch it, 3 runes start burning into the side of it. Kind of like burning red, like almost heating up the blade. Almost, not actually. It just looks that way. Like if you're serious and you actually know what you're talking about, come back to me when you can figure out what all 3 of those runes do. Then I'll teach you.
Fine. I'll be back.
Yeah, we'll see.
You have my word. And I leave.
And see, like, as you leave, he fucking slams the door. All those locks go back in place. You can hear him, like, kick something or slap something across the store. He's just angry. He's just an angry old man right now.
It won't be for much longer.
We'll see. It depends on how long it takes you to decipher those runes.
Well, can I to see if I can tell like the scale, like where they are in the scale of difficulty?
Let me. Why are all of these things opened? They should not be opened. It doesn't make any sense. I didn't open all of these. Yeah, in just a second. Give me, I'll say give me an Arcana check. I'd say they all look less complicated than the Rune of Perpetual Suffering. Whereas that one, I can't remember exactly what it is, what rating it is off the top of my head. These would fall under all 3 of them, the common category for runes.
Okay.
So they should be easier than the first one that you had to deal with.
Okay.
Yeah, sadly, as you're walking through the city streets, you don't have time to really do that right now.
Oh no. I was gonna say, since I can't go to where Cinder and Viscus are, I want to go to the tavern where the Fight Club's at, and I'll stay a night there.
Okay. Actually, I will let you know that Marv's Tavern is a tavern exclusively. Does not have beds.
Does Elf Song have beds?
Yes, Elf Song does have beds.
Okay, I'll go there then.
Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna pull you back into General. little session. And we're back. I feel like I haven't heard some of y'all's beautiful voices in so long.
Oh, me and Cinder had a whole ass RP moment without you.
I know.
All right, do it again.
Missed out on
I'm
it.
just kidding.
Cinder even prayed to the wind goddess.
I suggested prayer.
All right.
And magically curing his claustrophobia.
But Cinder, Viscous, and Drac. Drac, as you are, still passed out. Maybe like occasionally because, like you're walking through the city. It's not exactly a smooth ride the entire time. You're not walking through it, but everybody else is walking through it, carrying you around. It's not exactly a smooth ride. So you probably like doze in and out of consciousness every now and then.
They're dragging him by his toes.
Dragging him by his ear.
There we go.
Someone one day is gonna do like one of those little like animated shorts where someone else takes like that little clip and they're just gonna have like Drac being dragged by Cinder in like every different possible way.
Yep.
I'm
I
picturing
think
it right now.
Mine is he's got the cigar in his mouth and he's just got like a fucking dog grip on it. And I'm just dragging him by that.
Yeah, just dragging him by a cigar.
They'll never let go of this. We got it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, y'all do finally end up over at the I just fucking had it. I knew it a minute ago. The Touch and Glow. That's what it's called. The Touch and Glow bathhouse. Yeah, y'all finally make y'all's way to the Touch and Glow bathhouse. You can see the one of the people up front, the lady. She recognizes y'all. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Before we go in, me and Cinder have a plan where he's gonna go in and ask for Saffron, and I'm gonna arrange my pseudopod like a box frame and drape that sleeping bag over it, looking like I'm carrying a box.
A big box.
Just so you know. Yeah, a rather big box. Yeah.
I gotcha. It's also kind of limp.
Well, that's why I was trying to use my pseudopod to like I can stretch it 10 feet. I was trying to make like a frame.
Oh, I
around
gotcha.
it,
Yeah, kind of.
So it drapes over my pseudopod, so it's less body shaped.
I gotcha. Okay, then yeah, Cinder, take it away.
Well, sorry about this, man. My friend here is a little tired. I was hoping we could speak with Mr. Saffron, if you don't mind. Sure you recognize us.
Hard to forget y'all. Let me see if he is in. She's gonna pick up a little sending stone and ask Saffron, just sir, are you taking visitors? It's the folks from before.
Folks from before. Send them in.
Yes, right this way. Yeah, she's just gonna. Like, do we need to get him a room?
Yes, we're definitely going to need a room for him.
I gotcha. We'll get one prepared after y'all, after we get y'all to that little meeting with Saffron, I suppose. But yeah. Viscous, I'm assuming you're going in shortly after.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna look at the strange package that you have and just gonna, kinky. But no. As she's just kind of gives it a curious look, but she doesn't want to pay too much mind to it. It's not her business.
She's used to the weird ones.
Yeah. But yeah,
Well,
she
say Saffron around.
It's like, yep. I follow your friend Cinder, and he's heading up there right now.
I'm delicately walking, so a box looks like a box.
Gotcha. Until you hit its head against something.
And you hear, oh.
Man, them bathhouses really got the noises going, huh?
Acoustics. But yeah, no. As y'all make y'all's way up to Saffron's office, she is actually escorting y'all there. I don't know why I told her just follow Cinder, but yeah. As she is going to knock on Saffron's door, basically just wait a couple of seconds and then open it, and basically just let y'all in. After, and it's like Saffron, the folks from earlier.
Alrighty.
Yep, just let y'all walk in. Make sure not to bump your definitely not a person head against the door frame. As she closes the door behind y'all, and y'all are back in Saffron's office.
Well, it has been a doozy of a day, Saffron.
I have to admit, I didn't expect you guys. I expected another group, but nice to see you.
well, go ahead, Biscuits.
Mr. Saffron, we have a problem.
Uh,
It's gonna like have my pseudopod deform the box shape as it pulls
hmm,
the sleeping bag off of it, showing this unconscious person in my hands.
uh,
We found another person kind of like me and Cinder, and we might have caused some problems and need a spot to hide out.
I do have some rooms if you guys need a place to stay for the night. Especially with
Oh,
the curfew around here, I wouldn't recommend leaving.
yeah, we didn't have a lot of options. I didn't feel safe in a lower city, and to be honest,
Oh, nobody ever feels safe in Lower City.
okay. It have you heard from Dorora? Sorry, Suyin's went AWOL, so I
I'm
ain't
familiar
really got a
with
magical way to
that.
keep in touch.
So over the table, has Saffron heard from?
No. The last you would have heard is what she said to the Suyin earlier, how she said that she was on her way. But besides that, like, she hasn't said anything since then.
Ah,
But
no,
it did take y'all like a couple of days to get here, so
Okay, well, we had a run-in with his brother, the one that was able to actually hide from her with her, cool eyes, if you get my drift.
Mhm.
We had a bit of a run-in with him, so when you do see her, kind of point her in our direction. And
Um,
if you were speaking about rooms, is there any chance we could get two, one for Drac, and then one big enough that we can let her have her own little space in the side, but me and him can keep an eye on her?
well, if you like, I do have a room open for her. It's actually got some very comfortable bedding. I do have a much larger room for a few people. Uh,
What? Can we reverse that and give Drac the room that's all cozy, and we'll just take the group room and let her sit off in the corner? Last thing I'd want her to do is wake up, get panic and AWOL, and do some crazy shit. You know what I mean?
well, the rooms will be side to side.
Okay, so we can hear Drac scream when he sleeps. Perfect.
Uh, I think your friend Drac here will be fine. He looks like he needs a little bit of healing anyway. Give her the private space. Trust me.
I, I, I'll consider it. I'm just being honest, Mr. Saffron. I know how I felt when I was first
I'm
not in
not.
the situation, and me and Cinder kind of went AWOL and ran amok for a while
Yeah, but I don't know how you came across her.
in a
But
very, very unfortunate situation.
but if she's over the table, is she unconscious still or
yeah, she's unconscious.
okay? Um,
And I will say
I
Saffron is also able to tell that she's kind of like half ethereal.
mhm. Let me see. I gotta pull up Saffron's character sheet. He is going to take a look at her real quick. Um, Any visible wounds or?
From the Git, no, it doesn't really look like it. Like, she looks mostly fine, like a couple of like odd scars, but nothing like super big or like out of the ordinary. Like, you could probably chalk up some of the scars to like just some accident in her past or some shit. Nothing that looks like she was like surgically experimented on.
So no bruises or anything, just
Maybe some slight bruising from like where she's been held and carried the entire time, because yeah.
fever it, because I mean, being down in the sewers in the dank cold and then being brought up to the surface,
Um,
he's trying to make sure that her health is decent at least.
yeah, I would say it doesn't seem like she's having like it doesn't seem like she's having fever. She looks generally okay.
Okay. Okay.
You know, aside from being partially ethereal,
Yeah.
'cause that's obviously not okay. People aren't supposed to do that.
Definitely.
She seems to have come down with a sudden case of explosions.
Oh no.
It's contagious.
But yeah, I'm gonna look to Saffron and be like, could you just show us where the rooms are, sir? I hope I don't sound rude. I don't mean to. You've been awfully helpful.
That's all right. I've dealt with a lot of different situations myself over the years, so I do understand where you're coming from.
And if you don't
Um,
mind, Mr. Saffron, can we kind of keep this whole thing just between us? I mean,
oh,
Aurora's fine, but
whatever's said and done in this in my establishment stays in my establishment. Trust me.
okay, cool. Because the whole
Um,
box shtick was to kind of keep prying eyes about.
if you go further down the hallway, there's two doors to the right, about 10 feet from here. Those are the two open rooms.
10 feet on the right. Thank you very much, Mr. Saffron.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna pull out like 5 gold from my pocket and hand and just like set it on his table. My pseudopod as I'm heading out.
You don't need to do that.
Ah, Mr. Saffron, where I come from, a deed needs to be paid, and I
Oh,
appreciate your help.
Saffron's gonna point at the now beautifully showcased black blade right above his desk. I think you've paid me quite well already.
Well, and you gave us a way to magically communicate. That's called an even debt. You
Did
seem
you
very hospitable, Mr. Saffron, so I'm trying to show the same.
I
Just
I'm
appreciate
sorry,
run,
sir.
just run. Just kidding.
it. Saffron will just he'll he'll kind of put his hands over the stack of 5 gold and just kind of slide it to the side, just nonchalantly to the side, so it's just sitting there.
Like 5 bottles of cheap wine.
Oh, I don't do cheap wine.
Oh, that's over the table.
Oh, I don't do cheap wine.
Fair enough.
Halfway to a bottle of
So,
fine wine.
Exactly.
Mr. Saffron, what can I ask? What was up with that sword?
Um,
What made it so special?
so
I gotta admit, I did touch it once or twice, and it always felt like something was, I don't know.
something was very amiss,
See,
right?
it's like something more was there, and I just couldn't tell, and it just like it's been scratching at the back of my head. That
So how much would Saffron have discovered about this blade?
Um, specifically, like actual like specific details telling like what it can do.
Not so much
He's
as what it can do, but like the properties, like
well.
'cause
So
there is something dark about it.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Let
the
me
blade
get into that.
is
Um, so yeah, so like I said, like because he's never actually like used it, he doesn't know, like specifics like that.
right.
But the tales he's heard of it, rumors, stories, other stuff like that, and a little bit of facts that he's been able to piece together. He does know a good bit about I guess, as you would put it, yeah, some of the properties that's been associated with it.
Yeah. Um, it is. It is. I will just put this plain and simple. It is a very malicious, a very very malicious weapon.
All
Um,
right. Well, I'm glad I didn't.
there is nothing kind. There is nothing. Uh, there is nothing. There's no explanation as to why it has a very dark aura about it.
Well, I'm glad I didn't mess with it more than I did.
One other thing, um, I'm glad you did not mess with it because you would probably also have a lot of blood on your hands.
Oh,
Yes.
well. Yeah, I mean, that's just washes right off, you know. Just be
Not
good water,
not
gets
in-
clean. No,
not
no
just in the
soap.
physical sense.
Not what?
Not in just the physical sense.
Hmm.
Eh, yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Yep. All right. All right.
we'll just leave it at that. But again,
Well,
thank
at least I will say it looks beautiful up there. Like you did a spectacular job. Like the positioning of it, the location, it really centers your room.
doesn't it mix well with the purple and gold? I thought
Mm.
so.
Just has this like shine to it that just makes me want to reach out and touch. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Actually, it does not have a the blade does not shine whatsoever. In fact, the way the blade is displayed, it almost looks like there is a black hole in the shape of the blade that just kind of devours the light and colors around it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Now I want to throw some fire at it.
Please don't. I'd rather
That
not
was
have.
in my head.
Awesome.
All right, let's find some. Let's get some rooms. Let's get some rooms. I'm sick. I've been holding up track here for way too long.
um, I do have a hot springs towards the back.
All right, as long as he's not gonna drown in there.
The It may help him relax. I don't.
Oh, you know what? I bet you got some like floaties or something we can put on his arms or something like
Oh
that.
no, it's a very shallow. It's a
Okay.
very shallow hot spring.
Just don't put him face down.
Just don't put a face down. I'm
Yeah, always tie him up with some
no
rope.
doctor, but he looks pretty beat up, and he could probably use a. The hot water will definitely help loosen his muscles and maybe help him relax. Same as
He'll be all right. I give him a little
you guys
in the
should all-
belly,
I
like
think you guys
a
should
little
all
bat.
indulge.
But yeah. Anything else you guys are doing before y'all dip out of Saffron's room?
Nope, I'm just gonna say thank you and remake my square and put the bag back on top.
Even though it's going to be 10 feet away.
I don't know who's outside this door.
There are eyes and ears everywhere in this town.
Magical paparazzi.
Yeah, the moment you open the door, there's just a bunch of unseen servants with cameras.
Click, 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 click.
There
click.
might be a few unseen servants actually wandering the place with like towels and other small light things that need to be replenished in different areas of the building.
Dude, that'd be like so weird. Cause you imagine it's like you don't know a whole lot about magic. Like you're Viscous and Cinder walking into like this bathhouse for the first time, and you see like a floating towel just go by. It's like, what the?
I mean, it could
What?
happen.
It must be an invisible patron.
Yeah,
Embarrassed
everybody's just
about that.
acting like it's normal. They're just like, oh yes, grab the
Yeah,
towel.
that's what I think. Just somebody who's embarrassed about how his body looks comes in and makes himself invisible, but still likes to enjoy the spa, you know.
As they turn down the hallway, they hear Saffron's door shut. He hadn't even gotten up. He just mage hand it closed. But as they exit and turn the corner, when they do, they will see just kind of a floating bottle of like massage oil heading towards another room.
Yeah. Just doot, doot, doot. It's like on like one of those little silver plates, got the oils, like a towel, a few other things on it. Just doot,
And
doot,
then
doot.
behind it is another floating stack of small hand towels going in the same direction.
Yeah. Door just opens up and they just go in there. Just door closes.
Yep.
Just like what?
That is now canon for this.
I like it. I like it. Like I said, like Saffron has earned a good bit of money. He knows a little bit about magic, and he's probably got some friends who could help him out.
Oh yes.
So he's definitely placed himself well and has a good business for him going. Couple businesses.
hmm
Excellent. Now we have an unseen servant army at our disposal.
Drac, you
And I-
are suddenly wakened just a little bit by a little punch to the stomach. Not a very
Oh.
strong punch, but it was enough to, you know, bring you back to consciousness for a brief little bit. If you want to pass
So-
back out again, you can, but
Did it
He
make
is- He's gonna look to see who punched him.
It was me. I pat you on the belly. You went boom. I said, he'll be all right. I give you a little pat on the belly.
yeah, they're all just, you can see that you're in Saffron's office.
Drac is actually tighten his jaw enough to where the little bit of residue blood from his mouth only barely escapes his lip,
Hmm.
indicating, "Please don't do that again."
Let me get that for you, and I'll just wipe it off with my thumb
Mary?
and wipe it off on. Yeah, right. Wipe it off on his shirt.
Mary?
Jack, you wanna
Mary Hoppins?
you want a single room or you wanna go sit in a bathtub?
hot spring?
Heal first. So
That's why I'm
room-
asking. Oh, room.
room.
Gotcha, boss. Alright,
He's
Cinder.
actually gonna very weakly try to climb off of Cinder.
I mean, I'm holding you up like like a football player coming off a field. Like, got an arm over my shoulder, the other one's underneath your back and arm, and
Yeah.
Probably doesn't remember that.
Yeah, Drac, you have like enough strength in you to move. I'd say you're probably moving at half speed. But yeah, like you're fine, all things considered. Your body, your arms especially, are really sore. Your legs just feel like, I don't know. It's kind of like when you like wake up and you like stand up too fast, so you're a little dizzy. Yeah, your legs they're working, but they're a little wobbly.
As he's kind of regaining his composure a little bit, he is bumped into by a small, very soft stack of bathrobes heading towards the hot spring.
Luckily, they're soft. One of his towels falls on the ground.
Thunk.
But yeah, I'm assuming, Drac, I believe they are throwing you in a sort of solo room for you to rest and, get your own peace and quiet for a little bit. I'll make sure that your brother visits you soon.
If he had the strength, he'd be setting up booby traps, but he doesn't have the strength.
Yeah, that's why he's gonna visit you soon. Nah, but, the rest of y'all, though, what's your names? Viscous and Cinda and random lady who's currently unconscious. Heading into the other bigger room. I'm assuming getting her situated on a bed somewhere.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna take out the rest of my traveler's clothes and just like put it neatly on the end of the bed, a set of rations, and call squeakers and set them on the windowsill and tell them just keep an eye on her and the surrounding area.
And he's like, "You got it, boss." He's just gonna sort of give you a left-handed salute because he doesn't know. And sort of basically just steal one of the rations, but then go up on the windowsill and just sort of chill and wait. Seems sort of staring out the window for a little bit, and is like, "Oh, I wonder what they do."
Smiling and shaking my head, I'm gonna replace the ration and then hand the stack of papers to Cinder and go, well, here you go. Start
the-
reading.
Are these the wanted papers?
Nope. It's information I've gathered on your possibilities from Candlekeep. I wasn't really going to show you, but since you mentioned the orb,
If only
maybe
Suyin
best you
was
should know.
actually there to hear you say it right. Oh man.
Oh, I gotta read.
Yeah.
Squeakers, come over here and read it out to me.
No, Squeakers, you're going to stay watch. Cinder, you're a big boy.
But I learn better when I hear it.
So, are you reading the journal or one of the letters?
No, I gave him my notes from Candlekeep, all the ones about Mistra, the Plague Lands, and the Crown of Fire.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Stuff that I wrote in the note, and I have the little hand notes that say possible origins for Cinder and different shit like that when we were there.
Yeah, I
I'm
gotcha.
handing him all those. So you're gonna see a collection of notes about different aspects of Mistra and Plague Curse lands, and like through like borderline plagiarized rights, you'll see at the bottom like little scratch lines that have your name and different aspects. I'm gonna send them all to him just so you know, Wayne.
Yeah, that's good. That's your notes. You can
Yeah,
share
and
them how you
then
like.
and then I'm gonna start while he's reading it. I'm going to start reading the doctor notes I stole.
Okay. If that's the case, soon as you
Can I short rest while I read this?
Yeah, y'all are gonna be able to have a short rest. That's not a problem.
Okay.
Okay, I am going to. I'll just make it so all players can read this. Sure. Nope, not there. Okay, V, if you look in the players section, there's a thing that's titled Lab Room Experience.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Making sure I sent him all the. Yeah, that's all the notes, Cinder. And I'm gonna look to you and say, you have any questions? Let me know as I crack open the lab book and start looking through it.
Yep.
You just see the most strained look on my face. And I literally read the first paragraph and was just like, I think that's about as far as Cinder will go.
You're gonna see me extremely stressed as soon as I open this book. Cinder, they're using me.
Huh?
They're,
Well,
they're
how are they
using.
using you?
Listen to this. Viz 4. Thanks to further experiments with the VYZ compound, the same shit that was written on my jar,
Mm-hmm.
we have created a version of substance that used to keep things in a sort of suspended animation. Viz 4, which they have in parentheses, blocks the mental state of experiencing the outside world, essentially imprisoning a living being submerged in the stuff of their own mind. No outside stimuli will reach the individual, nor can the individual use any psychic or psionic powers. What the fuck are psychic and psionic powers? Jesus Christ. And on top of all this, it keeps the body nourished just enough to keep them alive. These 7 vats of Viz 4 will provide quite a helpful for further experiments. I already have more than one problematic subjects submerged. I doubt she will be tempting escape anytime soon again. Looks like there's something on her too.
Wait, before we go to that, see, this is why I don't like reading Viskies. I'm, I'm an auditory learner. Okay, that's what they always said in the orphanage. Never good at reading it.
I'm just gonna snatch my papers from you and just say, "All right, you want the short shit?
Hold on, wait. Let me finish. Let me finish. What concerns me in that is not that they're using you, but they're saying 4. What about 1, 2, 3? And what the fuck if there's a 5?
Yeah, this is concerning. I mean,
So,
very concerning. But I mean, what the fuck are we gonna do about it if they're all the way down in bumfuck Egypt?
like, it said that it would preserve whatever's in there, like,
Yeah,
right?
it says a suspended animation. It like blocks them from seeing the outside world. No outside stimuli will reach the individual. And you're gonna see me scratch my head, but that doesn't make sense because she clearly saw me.
Or maybe, I mean, I don't, outside stimuli. Maybe that means like someone trying to contact something in there.
You think
Uh,
like hearing and touching?
I have
No,
a
no, no, no. I mean,
question for
what
you.
what you got unconscious track?
Are you talking in the same room as him right now?
No, you're in the single room sleeping it off.
Okay, I'll just clarify because Track would have information on that one, but he's not there, so that's what I was clarifying.
Okay. I mean, yeah, if there's more than me, I mean, again,
What? What? No, no,
hey,
no, no.
hey, 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 hey. Wait. Back to our conversation. Remember when I told you that the guy was mentioning me when he said failure? If there's
I would.
three more.
What? No, no. Clearly, he was jealous because this sounds like you weren't a failure, or at least
Uh,
whoever Viz 4 is.
I mean, hypothetically speaking, if I'm
Oh,
Viz
wow!
1,
Well, wait. What if it's you? Well, you got like a brothers or something?
you're just gonna see me have like the most dullest look on my face ever. Just unamused by you saying that. Shut up, Matchstick. You're my only brother.
Squeaker's
Anyways,
gonna come up. Viscus, do you have brothers? Do you have a sister?
uh, no to sister, yes to brother, and you just see me point to Cinder.
I mean, okay. He's gonna go back, looking out the window again.
And I'm gonna say, point being, if I'm not Viz 4 and I'm Viz 1, 2, 3, right? One of those models,
Mm-hmm.
that would be listed as a failure if they had to go further. We don't see Cinder's 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, well, what? What's fire gonna do? The scene de 4 cooks really good with fire. No,
I'm just
come
gonna
on.
look at you and say, well, too bad you won't fucking read, moron.
There's no.
But
What?
I'm
Am
gonna
I in
look at
those
you.
notes?
Yes, you are.
The one
Yes,
from
you
the
are.
lab.
Blessed be a chosen Mistra. Continuing from the spellbook of fire, this one depicts chosen ones by a goddess of magic named Mistra. They awake an extra form, and normally it stands out with a blue crown of fire as I point to your dumb head.
Well, there's no crown on my head. Just a
My point
just a
is,
man of the people. That's all
the
I am.
people that achieve this thing is known to have blue and white flames, which is what your shit has. They have an extra power up form, but it has a cost. It looks like to me, it's like a fucking nuke case. Like you activate it, but then you go boom.
Well, see, it can't be me because every
Which
time
is
I go
why,
big, what's the cost of me going big? Nothing.
well, exactly, but it ain't got shit to do with you going big. It got shit to do with the fire shit.
Well,
And
I mean,
if
that's
you
me
remember
powering up.
right, and then I stop for a second and check, is the girl still asleep?
Give you a perception check or insight. I'll give you shows.
You know what? Just because I'm a lot better at it.
So far she doesn't seem to be moving. So
Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna look back. I'm gonna look back to him. It ain't got shit to do with that. It got shit to do with your blue fire. And the fact that you mentioned some crazy green shit getting absorbed in it, this has information on an ability associated with this blue fire that lets you absorb magic past the weave, which is that crazy shit that I'm still trying to comprehend that Suyen always reminds me of. Where the fuck is Suyen?
I
Anyways,
know.
you should read this on your free time when you have time. And I'm just gonna hand the notes and see if you'll take them.
Oh yeah, yep. As soon as I have time, I'll read them. I will carefully fold them up however they were, neatly back, and put them into my bag.
And then forget they were ever there.
Sounds like
And then
an
I'm
old
a,
No.
I'm gonna look at you. I'll be like, well, since you don't like to read, I guess you wouldn't like to read where else the doctor's spots are, so we can hit it.
Read him.
As long as it's just the doctor, and we don't, Brian was, he fucking cut Drac in two, basically. That shit was brutal.
Again,
I almost was like, which half do I bring? It was that kind of situation. Like,
I don't intend to piss Brian off, but if he's part of the package, he's part of the package, which means we need to get stronger. Again, maybe you might want to read those notes I got and see if you can figure shit out, but without going kaboom. Because I'm just saying, if you can, do some cool shit and not go kaboom, that might be something good.
Turns out I've just been leading you on a wild goose chase this entire time. None of those notes have anything to do with anything.
I knew it.
That's fair.
I knew
That's
it.
fair. How many times have I sent you the crazy Charlie?
Yeah. Like it's like yeah.
I'm riding this wave.
All right, so
But-
wait, back to Viz 4. We should test something out. Like it preserves the shit, right? So let's take like a piece of cheese or a piece of a fruit or something and put it in you and
I
see
mean,
what happens.
Senda,
Does it keep for
You-
like a week or something?
you of all people have watched me eat. That's how I eat.
I know,
This
but
is-
that's you like putting it in your mouth and like chewing it up and
No,
it
it's
goes
not.
into your belly.
I
and-
don't eat through chewing. I eat through osmosis.
I'm
I've
surprised
told
you know
this
what that is.
100 times.
I know, but you still go through the motion. It's not like you're like
I go through the
pawing
motion
through
so
your
people
finger or
don't see
something.
me sucking down a whole turkey leg in a single grab. I mean, if it's just me and you, I don't give a shit. But if I'm in a tavern, there's a lot of questions and weird looks.
Listen, it's
Fucking
all about
screw the middleman. Just shove the turkey into your stomach. Don't even gotta worry about the mouth.
But this is more talking about living creatures because it says essentially imprisoning a living creature submerged in the stuff. Now, if you want to experiment, when we go find glowing, I'm glad to fucking absorb glowing and see if something happens, okay? But maybe we should just, get some information, lick our wounds, and maybe help this poor lady out when she wakes up so she don't go fucking dumb like we did for our first week or two.
All right, what else did the doctor's note say from the lab? You were continuing on with her.
So something on a living ghost, Subject 23, she's listed living ghost, was once listed as, and I'm going to show you the name just because I don't want to say it out loud
Okay.
because, she's over there. And if this is her, I don't want to say that and her freak out. But it says Abigail Torrens. I'm going to say,
Abigail Torrance.
yeah, is what it says. It'll say she is the first successor of the project. Fusing her physical and spiritual body together so they act as one. They allow her to move freely between both physical and ethereal realm, moving through solid objects even while on physical plane, and touch ghosts and spirits as they are solid. I dare say we may have created a new species of humans if these traits carry over to offspring. I'd also be curious to know what happens to her when, and I'm going to skip where it says subject 23 and just say her when she dies. Will her spirit carry on like normal or be unfused, or will her spirit die with her? Can she even truly die? More research is needed. And there's a bunch more. We got something about a false Hydra egg, a elder brain, a beholder, and some wolves. I mean, the wolves are interesting because they looked kind of weird. And when I was doing research about our Mudo guy, remember him, the guy with the assassin? I was looking into regeneration, and one of them is werewolf, and the other's troll. So
Well,
maybe
were they alive in the lab room?
they were in more of that Me 4 stuff.
Shit.
Yeah, but I mean,
We should have smashed
they.
that shit up.
But what if no? Because she's alive. It just leaves them alive. Could you imagine like a big ass brain or an eyeball with like 17 tentacles of eyeballs, or giant werewolves being set free? I mean, at least she resembles human. She showed, emotion. She looks more like us.
Well,
Those
don't
look like
werewolves
creatures.
like turn from people into
I
like
said
on a
werewolf
moon?
like. I said werewolf like, and you're gonna see me start going to the thing. It calls them winter wolves. So apparently they like cold shit. Um, they apparently a couple of them died. But it says one had shadow magic to hunt at night. One just wanted to see how much colder it could make it, so it's like an ice variant maybe. And the other one was, your best friend. It'd be like a fireman's best friend. It had fire in it, so.
I mean, I wouldn't like fireman like fights fire. I don't know about that.
I'm just saying, you both would have had something in common finally.
He would have been my best friend. Yo, man, if I would have had a flaming wolf to like ride around on, that would have been awesome.
Um, they also had magical sigils on them, so, you know, I'll read into this because I know you have those little magical fucking symbols and shit that you've been trying to put on my darts for some reason, but you took all my darts and never gave me a dart back.
You gave me one dot. I have
I gave you
one
all of my
dot.
darts.
No, I have written down here one dot via inventory.
Where'd my other 9 darts go?
Viscous. Okay, maybe I wrote 9 dots in here. I'm incorrect.
I think
All
the
right, I'm checking my
dyslexia showing.
ledger now, and I see my inventory, and there was a transfer on back order, and that's why it's in here.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure me and Cinder, if he's on the same boat, I'm just gonna sit back and shoot the shit and argue, just keeping an eye on her till she wakes.
I gotcha.
Oh, wait, I do have a question real quick.
Yep.
Did you notice on any of those tanks if there was something written on top?
Not,
Written on any of them?
I'll be honest, Cinder. I went in there, I saw the notes, grabbed it, and then as soon as I seen the person reaching out, like first thing I thought of is back when me and you was stuck, and the thought of Mudo, believe it or not, went through my head when he mentioned, us running and leaving him, and I just kind of locked eyes and figured we couldn't do that shit again. So
No,
I
I feel you.
really didn't.
It all happened really fast. I know.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention. I just tried
I
to
mean,
break the shit.
I walked across the bridge while you doing that, and all of a sudden, Brian hit the fan, and we had to get out of there.
So I do have a theory about this Viz shit. We'll get at it later, though. I need to do some more studying.
So Drac, are you just resting for yourself, or like I've said a few times, like you have enough strength to like get up, move around, be conscious, and all that. You're probably just mostly sore. Again, your shoulders and arms more than anything else. But you're fine. Just you're not feeling great.
And Saffron did recommend the hot spring.
Well, Drac would actually be laying down with his rifle basically slinged across his chest, and he actually has his hand on the crystal.
Just waiting for anything.
No, he's actually in his own mind reminiscing about a certain someone.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Miss your poor old lady.
He does.
Naturally. Can't blame you. It's like she's worlds away.
Figuratively and quite literally.
Yeah. But I mean, like, anything more you're doing besides just relaxing? And I guess reminiscing?
If he can hear, if those two are being loud enough, he's probably trying to go, "You're being loud."
Wait, are your guys' doors open?
I'd assume that they close their doors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mine's not.
And I would assume that Saffron's rooms are built to not bug their neighbors.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so ideally, unless they were being, for some reason, like, magically louder than they should be, you probably ain't gonna hear it.
So, the walls, like, there's solid brick, like, underneath the wallpaper and so on. So that way, noise does not escape the rooms very easily.
Oh, I'm just gonna let you know, like, I've I live in a brick house. I can hear my grandmother talking from
No,
outside.
I mean real thick brick. Like,
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
they gotta
talking-
be like really thick, cause yeah.
I'm talking about like at least like a little over a foot.
Okay, so not bricks as much as stone.
Like stone slabs. There we go.
Gotcha.
There we go.
Yeah, because he's just more or less listening, being, highly perceptive in his weakened state.
I gotcha.
He's a very perceptive person.
Yeah.
Kind of have to be when you have fear that your brother could pop out of nowhere.
You kind of have to be when you suffer that much trauma.
Before and after.
Yeah.
You don't like Drake does not like this world very much.
I wouldn't either.
Really doesn't.
Say what, Drake?
He really doesn't.
But yeah, as you're gonna lay there for a good little while, sort of reminiscing, maybe like dozing in and out of consciousness, sort of memorying things from your past times with your old lady, both the good, bad times, and then also remembering why you're here. Following your old gnome companion into the little portal thing, chasing after Solomon. I realize that you might kind of regret having made that split-second decision. There's not much you can really do about it right now. I mean, there is, but I guess, that's time. That's, talk for another time.
Yeah, and he is in no shape to travel.
But, Suyin, sir.
Yes.
As you and your new friend have been chilling for a little while, yeah, I mean, like I said, y'all chill for most of the last maybe hour or so of daylight, so it's starting to get to nighttime. As he is going to basically slowly stand up and tell you that let me get my voice back in. Well, I have business to attend to in this city. You can stay here as long as you like. As I said, don't get too nosy about my stuff. But if you feel like you need to rest longer, you can.
I'm not the. You don't have to worry about me. I'm not the nosy kind. You've been kind enough to share tea with me, so I do appreciate that. If you don't mind, I don't know. I'm not too keen on curfew here, so if you don't mind, I may stay at least for the night, if that's okay.
Well, then my small little shack is yours for the night. I'll see you in the morning. He is going to walk towards the exit. And unless you have any last-minute words to say, he is just gonna take off into the sky. Depressingly for you, Suyin, faster than you can.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he is kind of oddly fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he just sort of, I mean, despite his bright white wings that you can see for a little bit, he travels, over towards the west/northwest side of the city. So you can see him sort of like going really high. He does not care about the Boulder's Gate. They don't fly over city law.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is way up there, but it's nighttime, so.
It's not like they can see him.
Exactly. But yeah, the place is yours for the night. Yeah.
Suyin is not a nosy person, so he is just going to find a cozy corner and just kind of pull out his bedroll and kind of just read himself to sleep. One of the books in his bag.
Okay, gotcha. What book you reading?
He is going to read. Do-do-do-do. Well, he's, even if he can't read it, he is going to examine it. It's a book with an unknown title.
With
That
an
is in my
unknown
inventory.
title.
I think it was in a different language.
Hmm. I'm trying to remember where you got that from.
I had collected a lot of books. Like when we got to Candlekeep, I gave 3 away. So
All right. I don't know
it's
what you're
been
reading, but you're reading something. No, I'll tell you what. Yeah, we'll say yes. It is in a language that you don't know, but does Suyin feel like trying to figure it out?
yeah, heck yeah. I mean, kind of person he is, he will try to
All right.
figure it out.
Then yeah, just give me, I guess, as you're studying, give me an intelligence check.
Okie Oh, okay. Nope. Definitely not.
Yeah, you're looking through it.
Wait. Hold on. I do have inspiration.
Oh, go
I
ahead.
do.
Go ahead.
All right. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
A little better.
You're not really currently able to really like decipher the language because it takes longer to decipher a language.
I
Uh,
guess.
But you are able to tell that it is written in Elven.
Okay.
So at least you've narrowed down what language it's in. So that should help you a little bit better.
Yeah.
Again, the language you don't know. So as soon as you can interpret this book, maybe you'll learn a new language.
Woot woot.
Or who knows, maybe you'll learn the language first. I don't know how that goes. We'll figure it out along the way.
That might take a little while, but I mean, he'll figure out a way.
I'll light it on fire. It's okay. The book. You don't need to learn any more languages.
Let's see. Do I have? I don't think I do.
Comprehend language.
That's what I was looking for, but I don't see it. So
Well, add that to your spell to-do list.
yeah. Oh, of course, of course. Oh, hey, there's something else I could have used. Not for learning the spell, but something I. Oh, well, never mind, because that was not technically a skill check. Oh, okay, never mind. Borrowed. I was thinking borrowed knowledge, but yeah, no.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I tell you what, Mr. Suyin, sir.
Mm-hmm.
As you are sitting there, finally have, like, after everything that's happened today, you finally have calmed yourself down.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting. Huh?
I'd imagine he's also fairly exhausted.
Yeah. Like, it's been a very trying day. Like, although, like, typically what you've done today, well, yeah, maybe like a little tiring. You didn't really do a whole heck of a lot.
No,
But because your anxiety was running at like peak the entire time,
yes.
you like overexerted your body. So yeah, your body is definitely exhausted. So you feel good to finally like sit back and relax and not have anything to worry about. You're basically on like the one place in Baldur's Gate that almost nobody is guaranteed to fuck with you. And you've got the whole open sky out in front of you if you just looked out the window. You could just walk out the door if you really wanted to. Nothing's stopping you. So you feel really at peace here.
Yeah.
As you are going to hear in the back of your head a very familiar voice, one that you heard while you were in the sewers. Hello?
Can I respond to this message?
It's in your head.
Oh. Hello? Ian's gonna look around a little bit.
Like, Who? You were scared. You're okay?
I'm a little better now, yes.
What happened? Where am I?
What do you mean?
Where are we?
Just outside of Baldur's Gate. Up the hill.
Can I see?
Who is this?
You don't. Your book
Oh,
down
I'm
here.
sorry. Suyin will actually manifest the book and have it floating around the window so it can see.
As you can, yeah, your book sort of manifests and seems to be actually like, let's say something does look a little different with it. It's a little hard to put your nose on it at first, or your beak.
Yeah.
But at least as of like, while it's out and about and basically like floating at that window, it does let off a slight, very slight shine to it. As you can say, it's like, oh, we are really high up.
Yeah.
Um,
Kind of nice up here. Suyin is going to manifest mind, but instead of the book, just the book is going to take the shape of, yeah, pretty much just like the bust figure that looks similar to Suyin, but uh, only by species, but fairly different, just to give him some form of some form of identity.
I gotcha. Yeah, as sort of you shift its form, you see it's just like eyes sort of like blink open, looks around, kind of like wide-eyed for a second, just like, is this me? Is this?
It can be.
I don't have arms. I don't have a body. This is very weird.
I'm sorry. I'm still a fledgling to this.
Ah, if it makes you feel better, so am I. I just woke up, I think. You were in high stress, and well, your connection to what used to be a basic grimoire, and I guess maybe your psychic turmoil. There may have been other factors, but I think you manifested me. I think that sounds right.
Welcome to Faerun.
As I'm gonna, end that little conversation there for a little bit. But as y'all, you talk to your grimoire for a little bit and get the understanding of it, Suyin, I am going to put something in your section.
Okay.
Suyin, lucky you, you are going to be the first person to unlock your new abilities.
Oh.
Just got to do that. And because these are, well, never been tested, I worked through a lot of, like, I'm talking like months of working with ChatGPT between all of y'all's stuff to sort of try and balance it, make it seem fun and maybe just a little broken. Just so y'all could have fun with something like that, because trust me, like if I'm letting y'all have something that's going to kick my ass, believe me, I have something up my sleeve.
Awesome.
But so I'll say it with you right now, Suyin, because you're gonna get the first ones. These don't have to be set in stone. If you want to work on changing them, or you feel like they don't really vibe with you too great or something like that, just let me know, talk with me, we'll go ahead and fix them. And do whatever. But this is what I came up with, so I'll go ahead and save changes now, and you should have access to something called Suyin's Spellbook.
Cool. Okay.
And since you are, I believe, currently level 5? Level 6? Yeah, level 5.
6.
6, okay, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you can see you get more stuff based on the level that you're at.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and, take those additional abilities, the 3 additional cantrips, actually let other people see this so they can see some cool stuff for you.
Okay.
Boom. I don't know how balanced this is. Maybe some D&D nut in the comments will say something. Because like I said, some of these, especially one down at the bottom, I think might be a little broken, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I think you'll enjoy it, and that's what I really wanted.
I mean, it looks pretty badass. So no complaints whatsoever. I'm totally gonna work with this.
Gotcha. And like I said, even at any point, even after you use certain abilities a number of times and we figure out things, it's like, you just let me know. We'll tweak it out.
Oh, I can vibe with this. I can already tell I can vibe with this.
Okay. Well, after that though, glowing.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing as you headed your way to the Elf Song Tavern?
I ask as soon as I get there. I ask for a room. And then I just go up there and start working on those runes.
Okay, I gotcha. Let me see. Where did it go? Why did you hide all this stuff from me? Oh, actually, there it is. I found it. Don't worry. All right. Yeah. They tell you 5 silver for a night,
Okay.
and she will point you upstairs where you can find your room. And I guess if you would like to, let me pull up your stuff real fast because I also got to. We haven't fucked with these mechanics in a while. It'd be nice to make sure we're all on the same page.
It's been a hot minute for a lot of these mechanics.
Yeah. Well, actually, I guess technically speaking, Glowin is the first to get his new stuff. Because technically he's had access to these rune carving mechanics since Candlekeep.
That's
But his are not based on leveling up. His are based on learning this thing that basically nobody else learns, or nobody else knows. So that's where he is limited.
You're telling too many secrets. It's like Fight Club.
Oh, okay. Y'all, I'm just gonna completely delete that out of the video. Don't worry.
He went to church camp, and now he...
Instantly love it.
All right. But yeah, so it is.
Church camp.
It is going to, because you have to take 1 rune per. I believe it was short or long rest. I have to just double check. You can use a short rest if you want, but you get a +2 if you're doing it on a long rest.
I'll do it on a long rest.
Okay, so remember you're only focusing on 1 rune at a time, though. Okay, so yeah. Let me go ahead and pull that up.
C10 for common.
Whale. That's whale. Whale. I don't know why that was funny. It really wasn't. It's okay. All right. If you'd like, though, during your long rest, I need you to make me an Arcana or a Religion check, sir. As you are studying this rune, trying to decipher what it means before you can even actually tell, like, what kind of properties it might imbue.
Okay, I'm gonna put my faith in my God. He didn't have faith in me.
It does not seem like it.
Hold on. I just used an inspiration. I had my inspiration on there.
Okay. Go ahead and use your inspiration.
I'll take that off. All right.
Alright.
It is somewhat better.
Okay. As you have interpreted the first rune as I will send this in the Roll20 chat for you.
Thank you. All right. That's my runes.
Let's see.
It's a very dwarf name.
We're very creative people.
But yeah, no. As you basically like spend the maybe like a couple hours studying this rune, it actually is a little difficult. Either like 'cause you've been through a lot today, so like you're tired. You know, maybe your mind's not at peak. But you know, maybe a little bit of assistance from your god, aka inspiration, helped to basically just nudge you in the right direction and maybe put one of those last puzzle pieces in place in your head so that you can figure out what the rune was called and, well, more or less what it can do, which I do means I can. What that does actually mean is learned dwarven runes. Oh, I just realized that I've never had you have access to this, which is not right. You should have access to this at all times.
Mm-hmm.
This thing.
Oh yeah, that would help.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Which basically, I know that I'm looking at it, is I had like two things that basically said the same thing, but that's neither here nor there. Doesn't really matter. Make sure I got. See what I got here. Okay. Cool. That means I can delete this one because it's going to be unnecessary. Cool. Awesome. So then here's what I need to do for you. I need to copy and paste. Sometimes, because I'm doing this all on my laptop, yeah. A little clunky, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it,
Don't worry.
guys. There we go. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. And we'll just post that right there. All right, and now you should have a new rune in there.
Perfect.
You see it?
Yes.
Make sure. Awesome. Oh, did I actually?
You gave me your your notes
Yep.
for you only.
It's okay. No, well, I didn't
seen
give
the
you.
top part. I didn't go all the way down.
No, you're good. You're good.
I just literally.
I realized what I did. I realized what I did.
Yeah, I just seen the. Wait, that's more than I'm supposed to see.
Well, that's literally just like the what you call it. Where is this thing? Where did it go? There we are. I need this. I didn't need all of that. I just needed this. Copy. Okay. That's copied. Yeah. Oh, there. That's where it went. That makes sense. Like I said, a little clunky when it comes to the laptop. But it's all right. Is all white. Do. Oh, don't want to delete that. Oh, come on. Work with me here. And then... Come on. Quit doing that. Let's see, that's so weird.
This is when the technical issues thing pops up on their screen. We'll be back in 1 second.
Shh. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, it is strange. Okay. Okay. All right, I fixed it. Beautiful.
Yep, I can't see anything.
Cool. Well, except what you're actually supposed to see, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right then. But yeah, after that, maybe at like some point, like as you like, you finished, like you've studied your rune, you figured out what it is. You're kind of proud of yourself. Today was kind of rough, but you did good. You did good. I'm proud of you. So is your god, probably.
Maybe. Hopefully.
But as you are laying down to sleep, you do like throughout the night. At one point, like while you're laying down, hear what sounds like like a very faint singing, kind of like just echoing through like the halls, like right outside your doorway, kind of just like basically just sounds like a woman singing very, very beautifully, might you add, but in Elven. I don't know if you know Elven.
Nope.
But yeah, she's just sounds like she's singing through the halls, going downstairs.
You see one tear go down my face.
It's like, man, I wish I could understand it.
Yeah, sounds beautiful. Can't understand it.
Unless this was Lord of the Rings, and they're like, shut that elf woman up.
Yeah, pretty much. Totally different dynamic though.
yeah. Elves,
Dude,
elves and dwarves here are all right.
Yeah, I was gonna play it off of that, but I was like, nah, I can see them getting along. Nobody's cutting off any beards.
Oh. But yeah, after that, you're gonna go ahead and have your night. Slowly fall asleep. You guys in the oh. Didn't mean to have caps lock on right there, B, but yep, there you go. But yes, you guys, I'm assuming probably not staying up too much longer either. Y'all at the bathhouse.
Yeah, was I able to get my short rest by chance?
Yeah. Y'all are able to get a short rest.
As well as Suyin, where
Yeah.
he's at. Awesome.
I'll look at Cinder and ask him, does he want to take shifts sleeping?
Yeah, we might as well.
No, you're in a safe space.
Yeah, I'll tell you to get some rest first. I'll keep an eye on the girl. And I'll tell Squeakers to get some sleep too, so he can help you keep eye on the girl while I'm sleeping.
He's already asleep.
Sounds about right.
Is there just one bed in here?
We were
Saffron?
told this was a group room.
Mm-hmm.
How many beds are in the big room?
The big room will have. Let's see. There are actually 4 beds in the big room.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take one close to the door.
Weird how they're all pushed together in one center pile.
That was not Saffron's doing. That might have been the guest prior.
Mm-hmm. Magically, he was a part of it for some reason, but just left after.
Oh no. He gets some very, very odd guests every so often.
Oh, I figure. What is the thing called again?
The touch and glow.
Yeah.
Yep.
With a name like that, you're gonna get some
Oh, of course.
peculiar individuals in there.
I'll let Cinder get enough sleep to get his long rest in. and once that's enough, I'll switch with them. While he's sleeping, you ain't gotta give me information now or nothing, but I want to read about that ransom note to the doc and the Mr. Ricardo note I have in my inventory that I took from the mansion, just to see if I can get any more clues about maybe possession, who owned it, and stuff like that. To see if I can put together how the cult got there.
I
Hmm.
I said I don't need an answer now or nothing, but I'm just gonna be passively reading that while I'm keeping lookout.
I gotcha. With the letter, the blackmailing letter for Mr. Ricardo, um, doesn't really like in terms of like when, kind of hard to tell. Like I said, it was an old letter, even though like the paper looks old. So you can imagine it's been there for a while. But at least from the looks of the letter, because I never got around to making a letter for Mr. Ricardo. As I said last time, it's mostly just looks like he's been blackmailed. Like whoever was this Mr. I freaking forget what name I used for the guy. Where? Here we are. This is where his name would be. Mr. Uldrant. Yes, a Dr. Uldrant. Basically was telling Mr. Ricardo that like he is going to sign over the deed to the house, leave, say nothing to anybody, or his grandchildren were never gonna grow up. Essentially, they just didn't give him an option. At least that's what it reads as in terms of that letter. What were the other ones that you were looking at?
I had ransom note to Doc of Mansion, and then under that, when I went back to the basement, I saw a note that was for Mr. Ricardo, and those are the two I just had listed
Oh.
in my inventory.
I don't remember what the other one was going to be. I know so I thought they were the same thing for some reason.
Yeah, no, I would take those two in the deed, and any of these lab things after writing all the lab stuff down.
Yeah.
All of them except for the Viz 4, Living Ghost, False Hydra, and Adolescent Elder Brain. Like I would write these all down, but I wouldn't give the other people those, but I would keep those and give the Dead Beholder and the Winter Wolf experiments as well, and get those ready for when we go turn in the jobs and keep those separate from the others.
I gotcha. So just kind of like looking through all the papers that you found at the mansion
I'm
inside
purposely not giving any that mention the VYZ fluid.
Okay.
But I'm just getting those for more evidence, for more money, and just whatever I'm setting to the side. I'm also writing my own notes about them, just so I still have notes on them.
Okay. Well, I do have the notes from the cult lab, if you would like me to give you access to those.
Yes.
Okay. I will just do all the layers, because it's gonna go to all you guys anyways. Then I'm going to move it down here.
Oh yeah, I definitely speak Pig Latin. Fuck. I'm just gonna like rub my hand over my face that now I have to decipher a fucking letter.
And then one.
Oh no. Back to the library, right?
Uh-oh, what did I miss now?
You were able to see it as a player, but just take in mind that Suyin doesn't have access to it. But the
Yep.
confusing letter.
Something drop, something are both the acknowledged and the one in theme.
Yep, if Suyin doesn't see it, I don't see it, so it's all good.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna take me a while. I'll just in my journal retype this as I decrypt it.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. But there was another one that I gave you access to as well, and personally, I feel like you're going to have a lot more interest in that one.
Oh. As I look at this one, I'm going to look and see if Cinder is still asleep.
Perception check, Cinder. Are you asleep?
Is it been my time period?
He's letting you basically get like a full long rest before he wakes you up. Which technically,
Yeah.
like as a watch works, you can take 2 hours out as long as you have it. But yeah, since it's just y'all two.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to get woken up.
All right. Yeah, as far as you can tell, V, yeah, he looks asleep.
I just quickly glance over this, and I specifically stuff this one in the bag of holding, like deep in it.
Okay.
So I will deal with that whole thing another time.
I gave you
I
a
ain't
new
reading
bag of
shit.
worms, right?
I don't expect you to, and I wouldn't show you this one, Cinder.
So I'm just saying.
Oh, I gotta give whatever. Actually, you gotta do one edit to this note, but that's okay. Edit that down. But yeah, no, as most of the night is going to go by, except until at some point in the evening, the deep evening. No, actually, it's what are you talking about? It's already evening for all you guys. At one point, in the late at night, I'll say, early in the morning, y'all are you hear a little bit of stirring in the bed that the woman's coming from. As it seems she is starting to wake up.
Yep, I'm just gonna kind of look over towards Cinder if he's still asleep, and I can't give him a hand gesture. I'm just gonna casually just sit over there and keep my eye on her until she, like, locks eyes and acknowledge me.
Yeah, it's, she's gonna like slowly, like you can see her just sort of like roll over a little bit, groaning some as she like, you can, as it's like a little dark in the room as it is. She like suddenly just like sits up, and then almost immediately locks eyes with you, as even though it's dark, like with a little bit of moonlight coming in from the window, you can see that she is wide-eyed and probably about to freak out as she's like quickly begins to like try and like push herself against like the bed frame and just phases through the wall.
Uh-oh.
Wait, no, shit.
And we gotta
Drac, what are you doing at like 3 o'clock in the morning?
He would have woke back up after a little short nap because staring at his crystal, he would have eventually went.
Okay, so yeah, you've been dozing in and out of it, so probably easy to wake up then.
Yep.
It was, yeah, you're woken up to like the sound of like a thud on your floor. And when you look through, there's just the lady that Viscous was carrying, and she's like freaking out. She sees you staring at her, and she just like immediately runs for the door, tries to open it.
Well, Drac's gonna very careful, like, easy now. You're safe.
She's trying to run, man.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, as again, she's trying to reach for the doorknob, but she just like stumbles like just phasing straight through the door. Like she's tried to stop herself at the door and using the door to brace herself, but
as she stumbles and phases through the door, on
Well.
walks another unseen servant.
Drac is actually gonna use prestidigitation using the audio properties of it. He's gonna do soothing, calming sound to try to ease her mind.
I'll give you a performance check.
Ah, shit, the one that I don't have clicked.
I mean, nice try though.
Okay.
Ooh, the duck.
Not bad. I'll say, like, you can see, like, she hesitates for a second, but, like,
Now
you're a hobgoblin.
he's gonna try persuading her to be like, easy. I am not a threat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say, like, at this point, like, she's, like, you see, like, she's trying to, like, put her back, like, she's not running. As, like, yeah, at this point, you'd have to be, like, in your doorway. Because, like I said, she had ran outside.
Yeah, well, Drac's gonna barely get. He's gonna get up, but he's not gonna run. He's just gonna pop his hands out first, showing he's not armed. And he's gonna try to calmly persuade her to calm down.
Go ahead and roll persuasion. And Viscus, what are you doing?
Oh shit.
I'm guessing that I'm oozing under the door.
Okay.
Ah,
looking
shit,
for-
that just makes it worse.
Oh, only if she notices.
While all this is going down, for the other empty rooms, there are a number of unseen servants carrying things in and out of the rooms, trying to replenish and restock.
Am I still asleep?
I don't know. Does Viscus wake you up?
I guess
Nope.
not. He oozed
Nope.
through that door.
Get some sleep, big man. You've done enough.
He said he didn't
You
want
mean
your help.
my flaming head sticking out of the blanket wasn't calming to that lady?
Apparently, she doesn't like night lights.
A burning head, oh my god!
Yeah. As she looks like she has her like her back to the wall. But as soon as you come out and like start trying to like calm her down or whatever, like she just like tries to like run again. At one point she is like she thinks she's about to go through a wall, and she just like slams right into it. Basically like stumbling back and falling on her ass for a little bit.
Is there a
Yeah.
lot of noise in the hallway from all this?
I mean, but that was probably a little noisy.
So just down the hall, Saffron's door is going to open slowly as he peeks out to see what's going on.
You see Drac. Yeah, you see Drac and some lady.
Drac's actually gonna barely touch his ring, be like, B, found your girl. Your girl.
Is everything okay out here?
She's
That's-
looking to you and she's like, "Where am I?"
You're at the Touch and Glow. You're safe here. Anything I can get you, young lady?
She is gonna basically like still kind of like on the ground. She's like sort of like almost like crab walking backwards towards you. And she's like trying to get away from Drac at this point.
Saffron's 6'3", very bulky form, walks over to her, offers a hand to help her up.
She's a little hesitant, but she takes your hand and then immediately hides behind you.
Are you okay?
Let's say like she can tell that she's. I mean, like she's obviously like freaking
Well, he
out.
doesn't know that he doesn't know that she doesn't speak or anything either. So he wants to hear her words, but if they're not coming through, they're not coming through.
Yeah. Well, no, she's speaking. It's just like it's kind of like hard trying to like her like trying to put her thoughts together.
Fair enough.
As she's sitting there and it's like, I don't know, some people captured me and then I woke up and not his room, and I went through a wall and I was in his room.
Settle down. Big Red there is actually a good friend. He won't hurt you.
Roll me a d20.
Okay.
That'll be your persuasion check, because I know Saffron's page is
Oh.
broken for some reason.
Actually, hold on. Let me see.
I'm not sure if I fixed it or not.
Well,
Unfortunately.
Rolling that 20.
Right? Let's see. Persuasion. All right. Well, we're gonna see if it works. Nope. Okay. Damn it.
Damn.
So he is proficient. So, what would that be? Damn it. Oh, so 11 plus. So it would be a plus 16. Oh my gosh. Okay.
He's a bard.
I just said you just rolled a 27.
No. I was looking at the what he would get as the bonus part. So 11 plus his other shit.
Plus, like, 16, I think you said.
16, yes.
So 27.
Yeah, 27.
Yeah, you can see, like, she's, like, still a little wary at first. She's just, like, you can see, like, she's catching her breath for a second. She's like, you promise that he's not like all of the other hobgoblins?
I promise.
Hmm?
You young lady look like you can relax a little, or need a little bit of relaxation. Why don't you come with me for a little bit? Make sure that they give you a little bit of space for you to breathe and you a chance to kind of regain your composure.
She's just sort of very quietly just nods.
All right, he is going to lead her to the hot spring so she can relax, and he will give her privacy.
And she is standing on the opposite side of you that Drac is on.
Yeah.
She's like trying to trust him, but she's just like still has that in her mind, like uncomfortable vibe.
So as Saffron and the girl pass Drac, Saffron's gonna put his shoulder or his hand on Drac's shoulder, kind of pat it and tell him to go ahead and go back and rest. He'll take care of the rest.
Drac actually twinges in pain.
Forgot about them shoulders.
You know what? Actually, hold on, because when Saffron sees that,
He uses inflict wounds.
well, he doesn't
Ding.
know like how much pain Drac is in, so he is still going to try this anyway. Oh,
Well,
apparently that's broken too.
Well, apparently I get hit with a repeating attack.
No, it's actually, so what it is actually that.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna have to roll regular dice for that too.
I mean, I think he's at 8 full HP by now. Well, actually,
well,
no, he hasn't had a full long rest yet, so no, he's not at 8 full HP yet.
So let's see, it was 1d8. 1 plus, 'cause he's got a pretty hefty spell modifier anyway.
Yeah, I think whatever your charisma modifier is, which I'm
That's plus
assuming
one.
is like, yeah, which I'm assuming is a 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, 6 hit points.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, that's true. But after that moment, Saffron's going to lead the young lady to the hot spring, the room with the hot spring in it, and let her have a moment of peace and privacy.
Heard. And Cinder, I'm assuming it's about that time for you?
Yeah. Yep.
I hear you. Yeah, we're not gonna carry on too much longer. So if you got a dip, you're good.
All right, guys.
Yep,
Good
yep.
luck.
See you later,
Cinder
bud.
will have a long
Alrighty.
rest by next session.
Alrighty.
Yep.
He died in his sleep.
Not die.
Flame
Yeah.
went out forever. All right, later.
Yep.
See ya.
Later.
Viscous, as you're seeing all this unfold in the hallway, What are
Right
you
back
doing?
to my room and going to sleep.
All right.
Oh, and just to make it awkward, Saffron was also in just nothing more than half the toga.
Just the lower half.
Yes, just the lower half.
Give the crowd what they want. Lizard man.
They can see them thighs.
Oh, I don't think he's seen what Saffron looks like.
I highly doubt it.
Oh, he's gonna
Um,
get a full picture tonight.
No, wait, don't. Did I put Saffron in the important NPC section?
Oh yeah, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you did.
Or
It's like one of
Yeah.
the first ones.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, like top. Yeah, the fourth one.
But essentially, that's what he's wearing,
Yep.
minus the necklace.
Bottom. But yeah. With that being said, yeah, I guess, with that being said, we'll call that for the night, guys. Yeah. Can't wait till next session, see where this goes. Y'all got a freaking out woman to deal with who can run through walls. She's basically Kitty Pryde. I think that was the ex-girl's last name.
Yes, exactly. I said that earlier. I was like, "Uh-oh, we've got a Kitty Pride situation."
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
It's all good.
I chuckled.
But yeah, Saffron's got your guys' back.
All right. But yeah, say goodbye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bada bing!